Great evening, everyone. Thank you so much for spending some time with us this evening for this edition of the Coach's Corner. My name is Nakia O'Shea. I am one of the Diamond Ambassadors on this team, and I just want to tell you thank you again. We want to have a conversation with you, so if you don't have any background noise, do me a favor, take yourself off mute. If you do have background noise, do me a huge favor and remain on mute. So, I like to share things with you that I encounter myself or lessons that I'm trying to learn because I'm human. So, there's still many things that I have to overcome, and the flesh is one of those things. So, I want to share this with you. How many of you have walked around mad at people and they don't even know that you're mad? I
Yes.
know I'm not the only one. Okay, thank you, Miss Betty. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm not the only one that has experienced that, but here's what I've learned. When you walk around mad at people and they don't even know that you're mad, you jeopardize a valuable opportunity to make a friend or to help someone. I'm going to say that again. You miss a valuable opportunity to make a friend or to help someone. But more importantly, you miss the opportunity for that person to give you an apology. People can't take accountability for things that they are not aware of. So if someone has done something to you, don't walk around mad. Pull that person to the side and let them know, hey, this is how you made me feel when you did this. You all will not understand how much communication can break or make any situation. I'll say that again. Communication or the lack thereof can make or break any situation. The young man that's going to bring the information to us tonight, he knows 100% of the facts. He loves to have fun, but he loves to create diamonds. Diamonds that will
I don't
You
hear
unmute.
anything.
You got muted by accident, Nakia. We're sorry about that. Sorry, let's get you unmuted.
No problem. I was simply stating that the young man that's going to bring the information to us tonight, he knows 100% of the facts. He loves to have fun. He loves to show others how to create a will for their family and not leave a bill. So in other words, he loves to show you how to have a legacy. He loves to hang out at two places. That's the beach and the bank. And we'd love for you to hang out there with us as well. We love to create success stories, and we love for you to be one of those stories. So, without further ado, I present to some but introduce to others Mr. Sonic Jones. Can you hear me, sir?
I can hear you. Thank you so much for that warm introduction, Miss Nakia Ray, which is interesting because two things. Number one, as you said the word beach and bank, I saw this huge smile come across Lori Dooley's face. Like that's where I want to hang out as well. So come on, Lori, let's go. And the word that you gave, man. First of all, I appreciate that. It definitely that reached me. I don't know if it reached anybody else. Well, I do know because the chat started getting lit up. So thank you so much for that. I definitely encountered some of that doing some training down at Morehouse School of Medicine today, where I had to really check some people on their communication and their lack thereof. And yeah, it's so important, ladies and gentlemen, to make sure that we are practicing good communication skills. Speaking of good communication skills, we're going to go into part two of the training that we started last week. Now, we began talking about the subject of how to control and manipulate minds of others for fun and profit, right? And I went over one specific skill last week, although I hid a few different skills within that skill. Now, pop quiz. I only see maybe two people with their mics unmuted, so shame on you for not following the directions earlier from Miss Nakia Ray, because I can see not everybody got background noise. I can tell. So this is your time to talk to me. Can anybody tell me something that we learned last week? Nobody. All right, great. Nobody learned.
2 facts and a bit of information.
Bit of information.
Yep. Fact, bit.
Okay. All right. Good stuff. Now, with the skill set of, saying 2 facts and a bit of information, as Rasan nicely put it, there were some other things that I kind of slid in and hit in there. We talked about the skill set of pacing. Anybody remember pacing?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Staying in
Yes.
pace with somebody.
Yes.
We talked about the key to everything, which is staying in rapport. And the reason that I'm going to teach there's 3 specific skills that we talk about, fact, bit, and the 2 that we're going to talk about tonight, is because these skills are really designed to do things differently than we've done before. A lot of times we'll talk to people, we talk about throwing up on people, we scare people away, we're not in rapport with people, you have people running from you, and we want people running to us. We want to say things that are going to cause people to want to lean in and ask you for information. That gives us a more qualified type of prospect. We talk about there really are no good and bad prospects. It's us. It's what we say and what we do that really kind of determines and makes those prospects, who we call good or bad. Most prospects are actually pretty neutral. And so, I told you last week, if you just learned that 1 skill, you can really start to get tons of people start asking you for presentations all day long. And today we're going to talk about, like I said, 2 different skills. And one of them has to do with kind of programming the mind. Now, here's the thing. This is what I want y'all to know, guys. Everyone's mind has been programmed. We learn programs from birth, and there's so many that you don't even know. Watch this. Has anybody here ever been programmed to not talk to strangers?
Yes.
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 From a child.
Yes.
Yes.
That's not the best program for us right now, right? Like, now here we are. We're telling you, go talk to strangers, like talk to everybody, talk to people. So that probably wasn't the best program to be drilled into network marketers or salespeople or anything like that. Yeah, Valerie's putting stranger danger in the chat, right? That was drilled into us. And so, but we get programmed on so many things, guys. We get programmed on where to shop. We get programmed on where's a good place to eat, what's the best musical group out, your favorite sports teams. Programmed on politics. I mean, literally, there's so many things that inherently, and you guys may not even. It's probably said more like indoctrinated, right? But so many things that we're programmed with. Now, a question for you, and I'd love some feedback. Does anybody know where some of these programs may come from? Anybody?
From your parents.
Parents.
Tradition.
Slavery.
Government.
You said from slavery. Wait a minute, please. Wait, we're gonna go too far back, Gina. We're not going. All right. Government. Okay.
We were indeed programmed from back then, and we're still affected by it today.
You are 100%
That's true.
correct.
Yeah.
However, I gotta say this. Not everybody was involved in the slave trade, right? And so when I'm going to talk about in general, everybody, we get programmed from our parents. I heard somebody say the parents, right? Program. I got Richard and talk about schools, government, TV. I mean, it's actually called TV programs. Like they're telling us right there, right? Television, televised, visually. All right, we're not going to do all of that. But we get programmed from, the parents, from schools, from pastors, television, like you said, grandparents, teachers, all great answers. Culture, I see Marceline putting culture, right? And so here's the thing. This is what I want you to know. If we know that all of us are actually already running these programs, we already kind of have these programs, wouldn't it be kind of cool if we could just kind of jump in and go along for the ride with people? Like if we know that they programmed to think something, if we know some skills to just kind of jump in and go along with the program that we already know.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so, but here's what I do want you to know. If you're able to do that, if you're able to jump in, and we can just kind of go for the ride, what you're going to do is stay in rapport. And again, That's what I want you to really kind of take that part away from, last week's training and this week's training. All right. So, and that's going to be the key. Stay in the rapport. Now, there's something that I do want all of y'all to know. Y'all ready? Everybody ready? You ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Let's
two
go.
types of people in the world. Look how quiet it got. Here's why I got quiet. Some of y'all might remember this, right? But here's why I got quiet. Your mind is programmed that when it hears those words to do a complete brain freeze, forget everything that you were doing and be totally focused on what the person is about to say next. Those words right there. If you ever want to get someone's instant attention, all you got to do is say, there's two types of people in the world. Now, if you have a pen and pad with you, I'm going to highly suggest you write those things down. See, here's the thing. If you were to put your prospect's mind on an instant brain freeze and have them come to like this screeching halt right in their brain, when would be a good time to maybe dump some benefits from what you want to tell them in?
Right after that sentence.
Yes.
Right after that sentence. So the next time you want some people to, come to the training, pick up the phone and say this. There's two types of distributors in the world. Those that come to coaches' training sessions and make all the big bucks, and those that don't tune in and never figure out why they can't make money. Psychologically, I'm letting you know, the minute you say there's two types of people in the world, in this case, we changed it to two types of distributors only because we were focused in on something in particular. When we say there's two types of people in the world, person brain is going to automatically freeze because they want to figure out which one of these people they are, or which one of these people they want to be. Okay, so watch this. There's two types of people in the world: those that struggle to lose weight and those that drink Slimmer Pro and giggle about how quickly they've been shedding pounds. Now, if you happen to, I see Tanya over there laughing and giggling. Now, if you was to say that to somebody that, kind of wanted to lose weight, how do you think they're going to respond?
good.
Like, wait, what's this Slimmer Pro thing that you're talking about, right? Psychologically, they don't want to be the one that's struggling to lose weight. They don't want to be the one that's giggling about how they're just shedding weight so easily. This is a very powerful trick. When we talked about how to control mind, how to control and manipulate people's minds for fun and profit, right? This right here, the fact bit was really good. This one is great, but the last one is even better. But stay tuned. Let's deal with this one. Some of y'all may have known, I talked to some of you guys, y'all checking on me. Thank you for those that check in on me. And told some of y'all I've been having some car troubles, right? I was actually driving along a couple of weeks ago, and I was talking to a business partner, and my car just died on me, like literally just shut off in the middle of. I've never experienced anything like this in my life. It was the weirdest thing. And if you know me, well, Nakia can vouch for this. If you know me, like if something is not working the way that I really wanted to, my natural instinct is to just get rid of it and go replace it.
Cut swing load.
That goes with people, that goes with objects, that goes with everything. Like, if it ain't working, I just need to go replace. So watch this. I find myself at a car dealership, and there's a gentleman that's out there that's looking for cars, and this was in my mind as training. And so I turn around and I go, there's two types of people in the world. Those that make huge car payments every month, and those that have figured out how to get others how to make those payments for them.
Ooh, that's good.
It's too good.
What's
Did he ask you for some information, boss?
We have some conversation going.
Hello.
Right.
Again, this is what I want y'all. I told y'all last week that the skill set is a little bit different than icebreakers. These skills that I've been teaching you guys, how to control and manipulate minds, are really, again, are intended for you to say things to get people that want the information from you. And there's a big difference. And I've told you that's what's kind of going to qualify people from being a good prospect or a bad prospect.
Yeah.
And you can say these things, all these things to all types of people all day long. What if you was at work? Watch this. There's two types of people in the world. Those that barely get by on their regular paycheck and those that get extra paychecks every week to make it easy.
Mm-hmm.
If you sit in that work and you're talking to, you know, a co-worker and you happen to say something like that, what's the next sentence out their mouth?
How do they get
How
that?
you do that? How can I do that?
Check every week. I'm like, wait a
How do
minute.
they do that?
I'm glad you asked that question. They're asking you for the information.
Yes.
Oh, I'm telling you, like when you start to get this stuff, network marketing starts to become easy. You just got to know the right things to say and right things to do. All right. Take it a step further. You're at work and say this at the water cooler. There's two types of people in the world: the bosses that make all the money and the schlubs that make them rich.
Mm.
Say that at the water.
Repeat that again, Coach. Repeat that again.
What'd you say? What'd you say, Stephanie?
Repeat that. Repeat that again. The boss that and what?
Anything for you. There's two types of people in the world, Stephanie. There's the bosses that make all the money and the schlubs that make them rich. Schlubs, right? That's a new word for some of y'all, right? And imagine saying that, you know, you're at the water cooler next to somebody. Now, here's the thing. If they don't respond or don't want to be a boss and make big money, no problem. You don't want them on your team anyway, right? Like,
Right.
this is a sorting exercise. Remember, we're not out here to convince anybody. We're simply out here to sort, ladies and gentlemen. I want y'all to know this. There's two types of people in the world. Those that struggle to lose weight, exercise, and eat funny foods, and those that lose it quickly the new way.
Oh, yeah.
I
Now,
like
say
that.
to somebody, they're gonna, what are they going to say? Right away.
What's the new way?
That's the tough one. What is the new way?
I'm so glad you asked that question.
What's the new way?
I got an instant win. I got instant in with them. You know, there's two types of people that in the world: those that pay the maximum amount of taxes allowed by law, and those that know how to get all their money back.
Yes.
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 Yes, indeed.
There's the business builders right there.
Hey, listen, I told y'all, you know, I've been in the travel industry for about 14 years now. Look, I tell people there's two types of people in the world: those that never travel because it's so expensive, and those that travel for free.
Free.
Man, when I say that and I'm on vacation,
They go crazy.
man, for free. I'm so glad you asked that question.
Yeah.
You know, we have so many different products that affect so many different things. You know, there's two types of people in the world: those that need to take a nap in the middle of the afternoon, and those that feel like they're 25 years old all over again, just with better judgment.
Yes.
Indeed.
Yes, sir.
Two types of people in the world: those that commute back and forth between crazy traffic, and those that stay at home and work and get a 25% raise.
Oh, yeah.
Wait a minute. How you stay at home and get a 25% raise? I'm so glad you
I'm
asked that
so
question.
glad you asked that question. That's a hidden lesson right there, ain't it, boss?
Listen, there's two types of people in the world, Tommy. Those that have picked up that this is a really easy technique, and those that need to go to a special education class. Oh, my bad. All right.
You're wrong for that, Coach. You're wrong for that, Coach.
My bad. All right. Listen, I'm telling y'all, it's simple though, guys. This is simple. And listen, we don't have a lot of time, but this is where I seriously would encourage y'all to take some time and practice. Write out a few of your own. So. For time's sake and to keep the skill sets going and everything else, do me a favor. After the training tonight, please take the time to do your homework. Write down a few. Come up with some things and start to commit them to memory. And the next time you're out there and you're talking to somebody, man, you just look around, just try it. It'll blow your mind. You know, some commotion going on and everything else, and you just walk around and say, you know what? There's two types of people in the world. Watch how everybody stops talking.
Oh, yes.
Oh, everybody.
All right. I'll skip the interaction stuff, but there's two types of people in the world: those that come to training sessions like this and learn, and those that skip the coach's corner and think of every excuse of how to become a professional victim.
Oh.
Was that harsh?
No,
Oh,
it's
okay.
reality.
All
A reality check.
That's the reality. All right.
It was a Libra.
No.
Now look, these Stephanie said that's deep. These skills are pretty cool, man. I love it when you really start to like bring them into your life and use them. You're gonna start to see differences, but you will get excited. There's a caveat. I do want to say this. There's a caveat. Everybody paying attention. A lot of y'all are going to want to go and teach these skills like to your downline, a success team. I'm gonna tell you right now, don't do it. Don't do it. Here's the thing. Most distributors joined as a hobby. We're just gonna keep it real with you. And if you start overloading them with stuff like this, they're gonna quit on you. It's gonna ruin your volume. I don't want that to happen. Those that really want this type of information, they'll be on the call, or they'll at least watch the replay. But if they're not making the effort, listen, I don't want you to ruin your volume. I do want you to understand seriously, everybody's not here to be a serious business builder. Everybody's not here to make that super friends money, but y'all are. And this is why I wanted to teach it to y'all. But don't just run and try to, teach this to all your downline, everybody that's not there. They ain't gonna be ready. I don't want you to waste your time.
Good
Right.
point.
But you practice it.
There's also those who tell you they're on the call not knowing that I can see if they are or not.
Really?
On the call. Right?
Yeah,
There's two types of people in the world, right? Those that have their cameras on, so I could. No, I'm just playing. All right, we ain't gonna do it.
Come on.
We ain't gonna do it. All right. Now here's the thing. Told you I was gonna teach you 3 skills in total. We talked about fact, bit of information. We talked about the terminology, bringing somebody's mind to an excruciating halt, and then putting some benefits in there, and that's the skill that learning a skill set of there's 2 types of people in the world, right? The third one is called the story. Hold on, Clarence. We're gonna have to mute you out, Mr. Clarence. All right. It's called the story. Now, I want y'all to understand this skill that we're about to go over. This is like mind manipulation on steroids. Seriously, this is my favorite one. The 2 that I saved for today, the stuff that I use, and I unconsciously use them. I don't even know sometimes that I use them. And I tell, like, sometimes even when I'm closing and I'm doing like 3-way phone calls and stuff like that, I'll say there's 2 types of people in the world, and just to. It's crazy when you really start to indoctrinate the stuff inside your life. But the story is mind manipulation on steroids, because watch this. When you tell a story, what are other people's mind programmed to do automatically?
Listen.
Tune in.
Yeah. It's how we are programmed. We just talked about programs, right? Now, I want you to understand the power of the story is we create like a movie in our mind. When we're listening to a story, we're creating a movie in our mind, and we often put ourselves in the story. Now,
Yes.
I want you to know this. We're either a hero in the story or maybe a fly on the wall watching it happen. But this is the mind. This is how the mind works, and it's natural. Again, this one is a very, very powerful thing, because I want you to know. Everybody knows we have what we call a conscious mind and a subconscious mind. Is everybody familiar?
Yes.
Our subconscious mind sees this as an experience. When we're listening to a story, we're kind of seeing it as an experience, and the subconscious mind can't tell if it's real or if it's made up.
Yeah.
See, some of y'all shaking your head. I heard one person say yeah, and I see some people sitting there with that look on their face. So let's do it. As what I did last week, I gave you some case studies. Let's do a case study. Let's see. Let me see if I can prove this is right. How many people have ever watched a sad movie before?
Yes.
I have. Yep.
You're not a sad movie. You're watching this. Your conscious mind says, this is only a movie. It's made up. But your subconscious mind says, you're about to cry.
Got you
Yeah.
trying. Got you trying.
To the subconscious mind, it is completely real. How many people have ever cried at a movie before?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have.
I have.
You know it's not real.
Right.
The subconscious mind can't tell the difference.
It pulls you in.
That's
Yeah.
what a good story is supposed to do. So if you want to get information into the prospect's mind, what you can do is take any fact at all and wrap a story around it, and that person will remember it. Once again,
These stories.
if you ever want to get information into your prospect's mind, or to anybody's mind, you can take any fact and wrap a story around it, and the person will remember it. And here's what I want you to understand. We all have two filters inside the human mind. Your mind, at any given moment, guys, some of y'all may be able to relate to this. Like, your mind can have so much information coming into it at one time, right? Has anybody ever felt like overwhelmed? Like
Oh, yeah.
so
Yes.
much. Even if
My brain's like a racetrack.
we could just be driving down the road and then we got the radio on, we got people beeping at home, we got somebody walking in the middle of the street, we got the light about to turn. Like, the mind, there's so much information that could go into the mind at any given moment. And so our mind technically has two filters that are built into the human mind. And the first filter is called the "will it kill me" filter.
Okay. Okay.
It's called the "will it kill me" filter. And the mind automatically says, is this going to kill me? If it does, everything has to focus on it. If this may kill me, if there's somebody walking across the street and they look, kind of suspect, or, look, we got some people here in Atlanta. Forget, I ain't gonna go. My mind automatically says, will it kill me? And I'm telling you what happens. Now, here's the thing about a story, guys. Will a story kill a person?
No.
No,
A story is not gonna kill a person. So what the mind says automatically is, let it through. Story's gonna automatically bypass this first filter because a story is not going to kill you.
Right.
Okay. Now, we talked about the second filter last week. The second filter, guys, is called the salesman filter. All right. This is what's been killing your business, by the way, because of all the great information that you have, it's blocked by the salesman filter. Yep. Automatically. It'll say things like, are they trying to take advantage of me? Are they trying to sell me something? Are they trying to get my money? Be careful. Be skeptical. Put up your defenses. Like that. That's what this filter says, just by default. We got two types of filters in the mind, right? No, I'm just playing. All right, so this is what I want y'all to know. The story will bypass the "will it kill me" filter, and it'll bypass the salesman filter. The story doesn't set off the salesman filter because it's about somebody else anyway. 9 times out of 10, your story is about somebody else. So when you tell a story, it goes through both filters so fast, the person doesn't even know what happened. That's why the best presenters, when we talk about people that present or train or anything like that, the best presenters don't read slides. They tell stories about the slides during the presentation.
Yes.
Now, 2 weeks ago, when I was talking and giving you guys some information about, some of your upcoming presentations, and I said, I mentioned this as well. Does anybody remember that?
Yeah.
Talked about, mistakes, the things that can kill a presentation is reading slides. Look how this kind of comes full circle, right? When you're telling a story, if you're not reading a slide and you're talking to the audience, you're telling a story, you're bypassing the filters. When you tell a story, aren't you still in instant rapport with people?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It seems genuine.
Yeah. You're at an opportunity. Listen, I've been doing this for a while. I've seen some of the craziest things. Let's say you were at a home meeting or opportunity meeting, and someone says to you, which we've heard people say before,
You can stop.
I need to think it over.
Yes.
What do you say?
Mm.
What do you say? Like, okay, let's not go. But would you say, well, any 3-year-old see this is a good opportunity?
No.
No.
Not.
Would you say, well, don't you love your family?
No.
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 Would you say, well, what part didn't you understand so I can repeat it to you?
Yes. Not like that.
No, don't say
No, none of that.
So you could repeat it?
If you say these things to somebody who just says, "Oh, I need some time to think it over," are you in rapport with them saying those things?
No.
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 Wow. I want you to try something crazy. Next time somebody says this to you, here's what you can say. Ready?
Mhm.
You say, "Great. Think it over. Take all the time that you want."
Ah,
If you say that, if somebody says to you, "Well, this sounds good, but I need to think it over," and you say to them, "Great. Think it over. Take all the time you want." Are you in rapport with them?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
How do
sir.
they feel towards you?
The pressure's off of them.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, you could say this, but could you do me a favor? But could you do me a favor? So, again, watch this. A person says, "Well, I just want to take some time to think this over." And you say, "Great. Think it over. Take all the time you want.
Right.
But could you do me a favor?" And then I want you to tell them a story.
Okay.
Tell them a story. Say this. Monday morning, when you have to go to work about 7 in the morning, and you go out to your car, just before you put the key in the ignition or you push the button to start, can you ask yourself this one little question for me? Do I really want to be leaving my family at 7 in the morning? And is this the car of my dreams?
That's good.
Yes, it is.
Now,
Good.
took all the pressure off you. I told you, take all the time you want. I don't have no problems with it. And just do me this one favor. Monday morning when you get up to go to work, and you just say that to them. Watch this. On Monday morning, when that person gets up to go to work and they get in their car, what are they going to be thinking?
Thinking about what you said.
You said,
They're going to be thinking about, man, do I really want to be leaving my family every morning at 7 in the morning? And take the car of my dream. They're going to start thinking about you. And every morning when they go to push that button, who are they going to think about?
you.
About you. This is going to work in their mind until they get sick and tired of realizing, man, they did kind of give me an option where I may not have to get up every morning. I did tell them I was going to think about it. Maybe I should start thinking, all right? Watch this. Another young lady the next week says the same thing. What do you say?
Great.
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 All the time you
take all the time you need to think
need.
about it.
Take all the time you need.
But
But
do
could
me
you
a
do-
favor.
Let me tell you a story.
There you go. But could you do
All
me a
right.
favor?
Do me a
Would you do me
favor.
a favor?
The next time you get your paycheck, I want you to rip open the envelope or check that direct deposit and ask yourself, is this all that I'm worth? Would you do it?
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Now, the next time they get paid, every time they rip open that paycheck or every time they go check that account, that person's going to remember you and ask themselves, is this all that I'm worth?
I'm gonna think about that myself.
Yeah.
Listen, when y'all learn about how good the story part is and how you really can use this to manipulate minds, guys, y'all gonna go to a new level. But how many people feel like they could tell a small story that'll eat away at somebody's mind until the time is right and that they'll remember you? Anybody?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, definitely.
Now,
Yeah.
That's easy for me to remember.
yeah, now,
Yeah.
normally this is the time where I would say like grab a partner, practice telling a story and all of that stuff. But we're not going to do that, unfortunately, just because I wanted to get 2 skills in this week and not leave y'all with just one. But by all means, man, this is something that you guys could practice. I know Tommy, you guys got some accountability stuff going on, man. Maybe that's something that y'all could incorporate and practice in there as well. But this is what I want y'all to remember, guys. Tell a story. A story will get people's instant and immediate attention. Let me ask you this. Would you agree that some of the top leaders, and especially in network marketing, are great storytellers?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I would agree.
Yeah. Don't we want to look for leaders?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes.
Definitely.
Don't you want to look for leaders? So
Yeah.
let me ask you this. Why not go around asking everyone you know, who do you know that's a great storyteller?
Mm. Okay.
Now, take it a step further. What if you get introduced to the storyteller and you say this to them? There's 2 types of people in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Those that tell stories and those who get paid to
They
tell
get
stories.
paid for it. All
Mhm.
right.
Fire.
Yeah.
Dang, dang.
Level up. Level up. Level up.
Let me cook. But isn't that simple?
Yes, it is.
All right.
Real.
Let me ask y'all this. What if you're at work and your boss came up to you and your boss said this to you? I've got good news and I got bad news.
Bad news.
Now, you can only keep your job if you work 1 additional hour a day with no pay
Oh, Lord.
for 2 years.
Oh.
But
Someone's already doing it.
Is that the good news or the bad news?
y'all gotta hear me out. You gotta listen. Y'all reacting already. Listen, you can only keep your job if you work 1 additional hour a day with no pay for 2 years.
Okay.
But after that, you can retire and keep full pay.
Mm.
Oh.
I'm
Okay.
doing. It's gonna be a thought.
No.
But
Mm-hmm. Cook
let's
it.
go.
You just
Cook
got
it, Coach.
1 additional hour.
Yeah, right.
Oh, listen,
Some
we
people
might fire you. I'm just gonna let you know. But it's because we make it cuts. We gotta let people go.
Mhm.
You can keep your job. You just gotta work 1 additional hour every day for the next 2 years with no additional pay. But at the end of 2 years, you can actually retire and keep your full pay.
Huh.
Goodbye.
You want to take it?
Now, some of y'all, saying you walking away from your job.
I'm not.
But here's the thing:
I said I'm gonna put some thought to it.
the majority of y'all was gonna be trying to work there for more than 2 years anyway, right?
Anyway.
You're gonna be there for 2 years anyway. Now they're giving you an option where in 2 years you can leave and still keep the same full amount of pay. Is that not a good deal?
Yeah, that is a good deal. And 2 years go by kind of quick nowadays.
It really does. Now here's the thing: your job, they can't offer you that benefit, but you know what? We can with this business.
Come on.
And I want you to now start to get that in your head when you're talking to prospects. You just want, if you could just work 1 hour a day, imagine you didn't even get paid for it. But at the end of 2 years, because of the work that you put in over these last 2 years, you started making the same amount of money that you like. You got to frame things. Now, what if you told that story once a day for 30 days? How many people would you be able to recruit for 30 days? You probably recruit a whole lot of people. And if you start to teach your people to tell stories, what would that duplication start to look like, right?
Wonderful.
Yes.
Now, you know what? I ain't even gonna do this. But I will say this. I told y'all, most of y'all know that, I have travel business as well. And some of y'all that are friends with me or follow me on Facebook, you know that I love to travel. And you know, I don't remember the last time that I've been home on a birthday, you know, of mine or Nakia's. And so let me ask you this.
That's amazing.
How many people have ever been on a cruise ship? Anybody ever been on a cruise ship before?
Yes.
Yes.
Many times.
Tanya got a cruise ship in her.
Yes.
Wow, y'all, listen. Now, here's the thing.
I'm waiting for my first time. I cannot. I love the ocean and ships.
I absolutely love cruising.
Me too.
And I love the ability to see multiple places in one trip and
I've
things
never
like
left the country. I can't wait to get my passport to go.
Listen, you got to get your passport. Last year, now listen to this. Last year, for Nakia's birthday, but this year we actually was in Dominican Republic. But last year for Nakia's birthday, we were on a cruise ship, right, in June. Her birthday's in June. You know, she a Gemini, right? So we went last June and we're on a cruise ship. We decided to try out Virgin Voyage cruises. Anybody ever heard of it?
That's the one I want to go on the most.
All adults.
We tried it
No
for the first
kids
time because
allowed.
it is adults only.
Yes.
And Nakia hates traveling with kids now. I don't know what it is. I don't know what's going on, right? But so we go on Virgin Cruise Lines, and we're just enjoying this. We happen to go down to breakfast at like 8 a.m. I remember because Sonic don't really like waking up early, but Nakia wanted to go down. We went out for breakfast. It was 8 a.m. And I'll never forget, I had their shrimp and grits. It was probably the most amazing shrimp and grits that I had.
Oh, I love shrimp and grits.
Yes.
Now, Nakia opted for the chicken and waffles, which, listen, I had to taste it because, you know, I'm doing market research. I gotta tell you, you know, I'm in the travel business.
How about that research?
These things.
That's how that's you write it all.
Yeah, I had the shrimp and grits. She had the chicken and waffles. And we sat down and wound up meeting an older couple of older gentlemen, maybe 80 years old, an Italian man and his little Italian wife. Now I say little because I love little people. So Nakia no, right? But we sat down next to this 80-year-old Italian guy, his little Italian wife, and we began talking. Now, if you know Nakia likes to talk to everybody.
Yes.
Love it.
Everybody, which by default, most times I'm stuck talking to people too. I don't really like talking to people, but listen, struck up this conversation with this gentleman, and he told me how he lives in Miami now, and he absolutely loves it. We talked about the weather. We talked about, you know, some of the best places to travel. His favorite tequila, which is Don Julio 1942.
All right now.
That is a good one.
I'll tell the story.
That's a good one.
1942. Now here's the thing. Here's where he got me though. He gave me some really great financial advice. And he said to me, he said, Sonic, if you remember one thing, I want you to remember this. One good investment is worth a lifetime of labor.
With that.
It is.
One good investment is worth a lifetime of labor. And I had to really kind of sit and think what he was talking about. And he asked me, he said, do most people you know have a good real estate investment or really good stock portfolio investment? And I thought about it, and I'm about to shake my head. And he said, if not, they are sentenced to a lifetime of labor.
Yeah.
Now, I sat and I thought about that whole trip. And as I thought about it, I said, man, this is some good information. And I wanted to make sure that I was able to take it and start to implement it in my life, because Lord knows I didn't want to work for the rest of my life, right? This lifetime of labor. Now, this is what, and this is what I know. The easiest way to get in people's head and control it is to have them remember you by telling a story. Now, here's where my questions to you come in. Does anybody know when I took this trip?
Last year in June for Nakia's birthday.
Last June, his birthday. What cruise line did I go on?
Virgin.
Virgin.
Why did we choose to go on Virgin?
It's
Okay.
all
Kids.
adults.
It's only the travel with kids.
Kids, only adults.
Yeah. And Nakia decided to wake me up early and go to breakfast. Does anybody know what time we went down for breakfast?
8 o'clock.
Breakfast, chicken and waffles.
8 o'clock.
8 a.m. What did I eat?
Shrimp and grits.
Shrimps and grits.
Shrimp and grits, my favorite.
Chicken and waffles.
Chicken and waffles.
You tasted chicken and waffles, but you ate.
I had to taste it. Why? Market research, right? I mean,
Right.
it's a hard job. When we sat down, I met an older gentleman. Anybody remember his age?
81.
81. Italian.
He was 80 years old. And what did his wife look like?
A little tiny
Little
lady.
Italian.
Little lady.
Real Italian one. Wow, it's amazing. It's amazing that y'all remember this stuff. Where does he live? He told me where he lived.
Miami.
We talked about things. Anybody remember anything we talked about?
The weather.
The weather
That money about
and traveling.
He told me his
Travel
favorite
places.
liquor. What's his favorite liquor? Anybody know?
John.
John.
John Julio.
1942.
1942.
42. I was close. 42.
Don
No idea.
Julio, 1942. And he did give me one great piece of financial advice. Does anybody know what that is?
Here it comes.
Yeah.
Real estate.
Real estate.
Real estate.
One good investment is worth a lifetime of labor.
Time of labor.
Worth a lifetime
Now
of work.
listen,
Labor.
it is amazing how y'all remembered all of this stuff, but you didn't write any of that stuff down.
I beg to
Got
differ,
it.
sir.
Listen, some of
Go
you,
ahead and write it.
but listen, you didn't write down, the majority of y'all did not write down the time that I went down for breakfast.
I didn't write
didn't
anything.
down what
I ain't
ate.
write nothing down.
But you was able to recall all the facts of this story.
Yeah.
Because
Until
I took
tomorrow.
the facts and I wrapped it in a story. And I told y'all beforehand that if you want to get in somebody's mind and you want them to remember you, to take a fact and do what with it?
Make a story
Around it. You better teach Sonic Jones.
Yes.
Girl.
Ask him those same questions tomorrow at the same time.
Don't let me go to sleep.
I'm gonna say this. Because we're gonna get ready to wrap this up. I told you this is probably one of the most powerful skills that you'll learn is storytelling, ladies and gentlemen. You'll start to put together, wow. Some of the best trainers do just tell a bunch of stories.
Mm-hmm.
You'll start
That's
to
how they got me in on many different opportunities.
You'll start to think about who's reading slides, who's telling stories. It'll start clicking to you now. Your third eye is about to be open, ladies and gentlemen. But they say most people have two fears: public speaking and death. And more people are actually scared of public speaking than they are of dying, which is an interesting statistic. But does anybody here, honestly, because I really don't I hate public speaking. I really don't. But anybody else not really like public speaking, or they'll feel like they're not good at it or want to get better?
I was scared to death.
Anthony Stone loved public speaking.
Yes, he do.
This is how you overcome the fear, ladies and gentlemen. Those that have this fear, like I do, of public speaking, this is how you overcome it. Tell a story.
Tell a story.
Mm-hmm. Stories are easy. You were there. Usually you can make them instantly entertaining, right? And those are the best stories. And you got people who butcher the English language, but as long as they tell a good story, they'll be okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like anybody, all right, so who said they were nervous about public speaking? I have a fear. Who said they were nervous?
I did.
I don't like public speaking.
All
Ain't
right.
no, ain't no
Betty
way.
Chandler, I saw your hand go up. Betty Chandler, let me ask you a question. Betty, where are you from? She's like, I don't know why I raised my hand. Where are you from, Betty?
Where am I originally from?
Yes, ma'am.
Delaware.
Born and raised in Delaware. Can you think of a quick story, something that happened to you when you was in Delaware? Anything growing up that happened to you in your childhood that sticks out in your brain?
No.
Betty, you got the world watching all this right now.
Mhm.
What sticks in my brain is when I had a job at Chrysler Corporation.
What did you do there?
Did the stamp machine, stamping the numbers, the VIN numbers on cars.
That was actually a person that did that. That wasn't a machine, like, or did you just like? Was you in charge of the machine? Like, did you dust it? Did you? What
No, I punched the number in, then pulled the machine down and stamped it on the inside of the car.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Mhm.
Interesting.
Now, when you were telling me this, Betty, did you really experience any like true nervousness, or were you able to just kind of talk about something freely?
Oh, just talked about it.
Because you was telling me a story. You
but
you overcame the fear that you was like, I got fear, but just by telling a story on something you're familiar with. My point is, guys, you can learn how to get over your fears with that amazing skill set of telling a story. So next time somebody complains about network marketing and doesn't understand it, or says, oh, this has got to be a pyramid scheme, instead of our normal response, tell them a story.
Mm-hmm.
Watch
Two
this.
types of people.
Yes, you can definitely do that. But let me ask you this. Have you ever been shopping? I mean, who's been shopping before?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
All right. Tanya, I'm scared to call you Tanya. I don't know what's going to come out your mouth. All right.
I'm gonna be nice. Go ahead.
Now, you know what? But let's say you were one of those people, Tanya, who I was talking to about the industry, the business, and you know, oh man, that's got to be one of those pyramid schemes. And my normal reaction, some of y'all normal reaction, I saw it live and in person with your job is a pyramid scheme, and y'all just jump on them. You got one CEO. Everybody
Guilty. I've done it. I've done it.
Yeah, listen. When you do that, are you in rapport?
No.
Absolutely
But I
not.
kind of a little good though, because I just get them back, make them think about it.
Now, here's the thing. Valerie says she does it too. What I want you to understand and what I want you to take away is one of the most important things that you could do. And one of the reasons that I taught you these skill sets is because I want you to start to learn how to stay in rapport with people when you're talking to them. That's going to make all the difference in the world. So the next time somebody tells you something like that, you tell them a story, Tanya, you ask them, have you ever been shopping? And they say, yeah. Now say, listen, imagine this. We both go to the supermarket.
Okay.
And we both get online and we're going to get our 44 Snickers bars and a Diet Coke, right? Because that's what we buy, right? Now, when I'm in front of you, I'm online, I put my candy bars and my Diet Coke on the belt, they ring it up, and the cashier looks at me and tells me to have a nice day. Well, when they ring you up, you show your loyalty card. Anybody got a loyalty card for a supermarket?
Yes.
So you show your loyalty card, Tanya, and you get a whole bunch of points for your Snickers bars and your Diet Coke.
Mm-hmm.
The cashier looks at you and says, hey, with all these points, you could actually use them to go to Hawaii. Man, that's how network marketing works. We both the exact same thing. We both were online. We both went shopping. We both bought 44 Snickers bars and a Diet Coke. We both do the exact same thing, except you got something extra.
Points.
Now, by the way, the cashier then tells you, hey, if you tell your neighbors to come and shop here, they get a loyalty card, they're going to get bonus points too. And we're going to even give you matching bonus points. So when they shop, you can get to Hawaii a lot quicker.
Wow.
Yes.
Network marketing is the same thing, except we don't give bonus points, we give cash.
Lots of it.
Can you
Yeah.
imagine somebody that's dead set against this industry, that thinks it's a pyramid scheme, and instead of going out of rapport and say, your job is a pyramid scheme and everything else, you tell them a story. And you tell
That's
them
good.
that story. We do the
Yeah.
exact same thing, except one of us gets rewarded for it, and the other one just walks away empty-handed.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's network marketing. We both gonna put on deodorant. One of us is gonna get rewarded for it.
Yeah.
One of
Absolutely.
us isn't.
The pit stick hustler are going to get rewarded for it. Got it right here.
Yeah. Your
Can't see
whole
it, Tommy, is blurred.
the whole point, ladies and gentlemen, is tell them a story,
Yeah.
stay in rapport, and get what's coming to you. We get to educate people, and we get to get paid at the same time, ladies and gentlemen.
Mhm.
How many people, after hearing, all three of these skill sets, believe it's now possible to actually kind of manipulate and control people's minds for fun and profit? People feel-
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
How many people can put at least one of these skill sets to action?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I can. I definitely can.
Yes,
Anybody
sir.
ready to go out and manipulate some people now?
Yes. Absolutely.
Absolutely. I am as well. And so if that's you, then it's going to be my summation that you probably learned something from these exercises, ladies and gentlemen. And it is my sincere hope that you did. Please do me a favor. Take the information that you learned and begin to put it into use. Start to do things differently than you have been if you were not getting the desired results that you wanted. And let's see if now maybe a change in some different things, maybe talking to some people in different ways, maybe making sure that we're pacing, we're staying in rapport, we're telling stories, we're doing things to bypass the filters that are already built in people's brains. And now you know the secret sauce, how to bypass these filters. Maybe
Mhm.
something different, you'll start getting different results. And it's my sincere hope that that's the case. So, ladies and gentlemen, for those watching the recording tonight, I'd like to thank you for your time. Hopefully you learned something on how to control and manipulate people's minds for fun and profit. And if you did, well, Godspeed on your journey. And if you didn't, well, I don't know, go back and rewatch it. Maybe you'll pick it up the second time. But listen, my name is Sonic Jones, and I am Rosalind's baby boy. We appreciate everybody that has joined us live. If you stay here live, stay tuned. But if you're watching the recording, God bless you and have a fantastic day on purpose, guys.